Welcome to the Vault Archons. This is the Keeper of Keith Kraz, and today we're going to look at another Archon. Later on we're going to check out another one right here. This one has a really cool combination in it that you can actually see in a considerable number of decks, and I wanted to show you a card that I haven't mentioned that's pretty powerful, that has some really amazing capabilities depending on the deck it's in. So we'll look at that later today. For now we're just going to look at one of our sealed second print booster packs. It's really easy to tell it's the second print. You know, you can just tell by the cardboard difference, and then of course you can tell by the glue. The glue is significantly different between the print runs. So and I show this stuff so people can kind of see. I know that not everybody's interested in that kind of stuff. So we do have Shadows, Brobnar, and Logos, and we have Jones the Dramatically Scheming. So let's see what we got. Now these pull tabs are quite a bit different. Now they don't always come off on that far side, but overall much easier to take off the package than the first print run. So I do think that was an improvement. I did do a bit of ranting before about how I felt about how easily the edges around these cards can be damaged. And I think a lot of that just has to do with what kind of surface you have them on. I've never had any damage occur to them on like these play mats and stuff. I was just a bit frustrated with some of the cards that I've acquired that had such extensive damage around them. I'm sure that's more to do with the surface they were playing them on and how they were treating them. So I ranted a little bit about that, about how I felt it was too fragile and so on and so forth. I do still think it needs some work, but as long as they're double sleeved or you're playing on them on a surface that isn't going to damage them like a play mat, I haven't seen any damage occur under those scenarios. So we're going to start with Anger. Everybody knows I like other cards better than this, so let's keep going. Whoop. So we've got Blood Money and a second Blood Money. You may as well show that one since it was already visible. Very cool to have two Blood Monies. I think this is the first time I've actually seen two Blood Monies. I know it's not going to be super rare, but still cool. Burn the Stockpile. This is a lot of amber right here. The Blood Money is just amber gain. The Burn the Stockpile is just a nice amber stopper, so I really like seeing that. Cowards In. Now we've got a board clear. So Brobnar's already looking good. Now at this point, we can either give us a really cool artifact or something, or just go straight to creatures. Loot the Bodies. Now this is a good amber gain, so hopefully we have the creatures. We need creatures now. A second Loot the Bodies. Now we really need creatures. Come on, give us some creatures. Take that Smarty Pants. I really don't like super specific cards, but since a lot of people are going to be playing Logos, this is probably going to be a good card. Sound the Horns. We really need creatures. Come on, give me creatures. There we go. Lomir Flame Fist. I really like this guy. He's another amber stopper if there's 7 or more. Then we've got Smash, a play effect. Hopefully we have a War Drummer to go with this. Another Smash. Now I really want to see a War Drummer. Come on, give me a War Drummer. Oh, Bouncing Deathquark. Okay, so let's check that out real quick. So we had 2 Smashes and a Lomir, so a weak board, but all good creatures. But it gets made up by the fact that we've got a Coward's End, Coward's End really synergizes well with Loot the Bodies. So Coward's End is not, it doesn't end up being, none of that ends up being dead cards. All this is good cards. So I do like seeing that. Bouncing Deathquark, in my opinion, is one of the best board clears because you're not gaining chains for it, and you have just complete control over it. And then we have an Effervescent Principle. So right now we have a good amount of amber control and a good amount of board clear. This deck's really starting to look good. Let's see what else we got. Fogify. We've got board control, which is really nice to have. A second Fogify. Wow, we've got some really good board control right now. Interdimensional Graft. This is really a good card to play, especially if your opponent's just had a massive turn. You drop this and then they have to give you all the excess. That's a really nice card. After that, we've got a Lab Work. And then we've got a Wild Wormhole. Now this is a kind of a dangerous card in this deck because there's stuff in here we don't want to just play out. So As long as we have that out of our hand, we're good. A Mobius Scroll. Oh, this is a great archive card. I really love seeing the Mobius Scroll. Such a good one to have. After that, we've got a Spectral Tunneler. Now we need creatures. We're starting to sit here and go, well, we need a board of some kind. Now we've got a Bat Drone. This is a great, nice little steel creature. A Brain Eater, card advantage. Wow, this is really starting to look decent. Quixo the Adventurer, more card advantage. And now we go into a Miasma. Okay, so let's check that out again. We're going to look at the logos. So we've only got 3 creatures again in logos, but we've got some really good cards there. So still not looking bad. We don't have a huge board, but we've got some good board clearance stuff. So let's see what we've got. An Oboulette. This is great for getting rid of those nasty, low strength creatures that do really bad things. Pawn Sacrifice. I hope we have a bad penny to go with it. I don't remember. Did we have a Dexter? Did we have a Dexter? I didn't see a Dexter. Okay, so hopefully we have a bad penny to go along with that. Sacrificing a good creature usually isn't the best of things. We've got 2 of those. Now I really want to see a bad penny. Special Delivery. Nice to have a Purge card. Nexus, so we don't have a bad penny. 2. Now that's really good artifact control. A Dodger, I really like seeing this guy. A Silvertooth, another good card. 2 Silvertooths, another good card. An Urchin and an Urchin. So this is an interesting deck. So let's take another look through it real quick. So the funny thing is the majority of our Amber control is not inside of Shadows. The majority of our Amber control, now of course I'll do this where it's closer so people can actually get it. In case somebody couldn't get it on the first time. So we've got Steel, nice Reaper Amber. We've got Steel, Artifact Control, Purge, 2 Pawn Sacrifices. Now those would work on the Urchins. I don't mind Pawn Sacrificing the Urchins, or even the Silvertooth. That could be used. We do want to keep the Nexus and the Dodger alive if we can. The Oboulette, the Miasma is going to work really well with the other stuff in here. Quixo the Adventurer, the Brain Eater, and Bat Drone, all just good creatures. Spectral Tunneler, this is a good one. Mobius Scroll's really good. I'd be really careful about the Wild Wormhole in this deck because of... now this is a great card, because of, like Bouncing Death Quark, or you don't want to play your Lomir out until you actually need him or want him. Sound the Horns, oh... It depends. Now, if we had all of our Brobnar, this could work really well if we had all of our Brobnar out, right? We've already used them. And then we have, we've already played, for example, our big Amber controls or something. We've already played our Burn the Stockpile or our Effervescent Principles, right? We could then use Sound the Horns to go through and mill our entire deck and then reshuffle. This is going to be a great card against Logos. It's a steal against Logos. So it's very possible we're going to be able to get this out. Loot the Bodies works really well with Coward's End. Burn the Stockpile, great card. Blood Money, great card. Anger works well with some of the cards in here. So overall, this is just a good deck. It's not a bad one. I mean, we've got a Miasma. Let's see. We've got at least 2 really solid Amber controls, 2 solid board clears, and just some other just kind of cool capabilities in this deck. It's just got it's just got some cool stuff in it. There's nothing in here that's like exceptionally bad. It's not super powerful, but it's a good deck. It is a good deck that has good capabilities. Should be fun to play. Hope you guys enjoy it online. So there we go with that one.